this is my review on Under the Skin. So I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw the trailer, I just wanted. I wasn't expecting because I was expecting. I just wanted to see Scott Johansson naked. That's all I want because I knew Jones was gonna be naked and stripping. So that's why I got it on Blu-ray, and I wasn't really expecting much of it. I actually was expecting the film to be quite bad, but it's actually a pretty good film. Surprisingly, so it's about this cyborg or alien. We don't really know what she is. We just know she's not human. At the third act, and when she takes off her skin, her skin's almost like in tears and shock. Like she's in fact shocked the fact she's not human. And the plot and this guy that's waiting for this leaves, and so yeah. Throughout the film, she lures men, and we don't know if she lures girls, but lures men into having sex with them, only to abduct them, I guess. We don't see them die or anything. We just see them go into this bubble of quicksand. Some sort of weird tech. Lots of weird shit in it that's not really explained, but who cares? It's fun. So like that weird kind of weird shit is not really explained, that kind of stuff, but this it's very consistent, and I think what I really enjoy about the film is the pacing. It really takes its time to tell you a story, even when there's really not that much of a story. So a pacing you really don't see in films now these days, because everything's like constantly moving fast, or moving at a pacing, moving at a minimum. It's the kind of pacing what I liked about the old Mission Impossible from the TV series. It takes its time, but not to bore you. It had lots of interesting things going on with characters and stuff. And she's the only one let's the first one she lets live. The first one that she lets live is the fictional person who's never had sex before, had a girl, and so she feels bad for him, and she seems to feel bad for him, then decides to let him go because he seems such a nice guy, I guess. That's what was showing me. Stuff was showing me. This guy that waits for Scarlett Johansson's character, we don't know what her name is. Actually, she just doesn't have one for some reason. This guy keeps on waiting for her on different areas, and she usually rides by him, and she constantly texts him, keeps in touch with him, and then she falls in love with this guy, and it's very romantic and stuff. She makes her feel human, and shows her what it's like to be human. Stuff and love and all that kind of mushy stuff, blah blah blah. And anyway, she has to show when they have sex for the first time. The guy finds out something that she's not human. It's not revealed what she found out until later on in the film. What it is, after Scarlett Johansson gets raped by some sicko, then he finds that she's not human, so he doesn't want any of that pussy. Basically, that's the short version. I don't know what the heck is going through his head, because no one really talks in this film. It's all shown by emotions and stuff. So, which makes it, it paces almost like a, animated anyway. It tells the story in almost like in an animated fashion, like that. I wouldn't be surprised if this was based off of a manga or based off some sort of or anime movie or show or something, because it kind of feels like it is, just by how it paces itself and tells a story through more visuals than rather dialogue and stuff. So yeah, so she leaves the guy after the guy finds out her little secret, and she texts this guy who's been taken for the film to wait her on her. So she ends up. We don't know if she dies or not, but she gets set on fire by the same guy who raped her. He comes back to set her on fire for some reason because she's not human. And I mean, he's not exactly good a person. He did try to commit rape, so it's not like I don't see what's and yeah. So the film just ends on Scarlett Johansson's body being set on fire, and this guy that she's been taking throughout the film leaving and going to a different location, and we don't know if her body lives or she dies. We don't know. It just ends a little abruptly. I think I'm using that word right. This ends there. So yeah, I enjoy this film. I think what makes me give it I'm going for a 10 out of 10. I think what makes me give it a 10 out of 10 is how great Scarlett Johansson's performance is in this film. She gives the same great performance that she gives in pretty much all the films I've seen her in. But it's not my favorite film she's in. I think there are better ones like Ghost in the Shell or Her, or this other film I think does were better films. Specifically, Her and Ghost in the Shell. So yeah, I recommend this film. I give it a thumbs up.